What's good, boys? This is Marcus Blake speaking on the microphone, and I want to talk about in today's video complacency and also not being under pressure. You need to create pressure for yourself. So, when I get home from the gym, and I go to the gym right after school, so I would ride my bike to school, then I would ride my bike to the gym from school, then from the gym to my house. I arrive at my house at around 6 o'clock, 6:30, depending on my workout, depending on what time I get out of school, depending on the day. From 6:30, let's say that's the latest, 6:30 to 9:30, because 9:30 is when I go to bed, when I take a shower, when I do my hygiene. That's going to be 3 hours. Sometimes 3.5 hours. Sometimes 4 hours, because I kind of delay the 9:30 alarm clock. Let's say it's 3 hours. And my task, my major, number one priority task is scripting and recording these YouTube videos. Because that is what I believe will guide me or help me get to my $10,000 a month in revenue by December of this year. That is my goal. And I've spent the last hour to an hour and a half scrolling on TikTok on my computer because I don't have the app on my phone and I have the website bookmarked on my Google homepage. And I was really just procrastinating and I did not feel like working on the YouTube channel. I didn't script this video for shit. I'm just recording and I'm just letting you guys know what I do in my free time so I could hold myself accountable and I can let you guys know that I'm not perfect or whatever. So yeah, 90 minutes, 100 minutes on TikTok. And you know, when I'm on TikTok, I'm trying to be as productive as I can. So when I'm scrolling on these videos and I see something that's actually educational and that could help me, I would take my phone and I record the whole TikTok. And after every video, I want to get off of it, but I keep scrolling just because I'm in search for something that maybe could help me, but it's also just for dopamine, and it's also just the easiest thing that I could do right then and there. The hard thing that I could do right now is script and record a YouTube video. The easier thing to do and the more pleasurable thing to do is just go on the fucking TikTok website and scroll for an hour and a half. But the main problem is like when am I going to get out of this habit? When am I going to get out of the habit of procrastinating and going to the easier task? When am I just going to stop being a bitch? When am I just going to switch from being an undisciplined person to being a disciplined person? And when is that switch going to happen where I just get on my shit, get on my hustle, take cold showers every day, stop fapping? I haven't fapped for like 2 weeks now. I'm kind of proud of that. But it's just like I'm low-key in this rut. It's been like that since I'd say about December. It's been like that. Fuck. If I'm really getting deep into it, I've been in like a rut, or I haven't really been progressing much since December of 2022. Because that was when I stopped my drop shipping business. Simply because I just got tired of it. I didn't really want to do it anymore. So, since December until now, which is like 4.5 months, my main thing is just YouTube. My main thing is just growing my personal brand and posting on TikTok. And also, I've gone into Facebook ads to get my dad more calls, more clients for his tree stump removal business. His tree removal business, stuff like that. And I've actually gotten some success. I got him 2 jobs. One job was $100. The other job was $350. So $450 in total. And, we spent like $60 getting those 2 clients, which is not that good. But some progress. before the dropshipping game, I was solely just focusing on self-improvement and learning how to make money. Then I realized I'm spending all this time reading books and watching YouTube videos and taking notes about the general idea of making money, and I haven't made any fucking money. So I started dropshipping way back in October. I didn't start it. I bought the story is basically like I bought a hairspray product for $5 on Amazon, and I tried, making a Shopify store and just sourcing out from Amazon to my clients. And if you don't know how dropshipping works, it's basically when someone goes on my website and they see how I list a hairspray for $20, they buy it off of me for $20. I go to Amazon, buy it for $5, and I ship it to their address, and I make $15 profit in between. But the problem with that was the hairspray was branded as L'Oreal, which is a stupid idea to dropship. It's like dropshipping iPhones or AirPods or fucking GeForce headphones or mouse pads or mouses and keyboards. It's like you can't dropship branded items because it's stupid because people already know the brand. But anyways, yeah, back in October, late October, October 25th of 2022, I made my first actionable step towards dropshipping. Then late November, 2 months after that, I was like, okay, let me actually get into this. So all day I would just study on dropshipping. I would, make up a Shopify store. I started my Shopify store, I think it was 14th of November 2022. So mid-November, started my dropshipping store. I made my first sale a month and 10 days later. So on December 23rd, I made my first sale, which was $35 in revenue, and I'd say about $10, $12 profit. And I made 6 sales from December 23rd to December 30th. 7 days, 6 sales, and I quit. I've tested 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about 5 or 6 dropshipping products, and I've only really advertised 3 of them. So I wasn't really taking it serious. And after that, I really just didn't have a reason. I didn't have an exact thing to do to get me closer to my goal. And my main goal right now, or when I talk about closer to my goals, I'm talking about getting closer to $10,000 a month. I don't know why it's that number. It's that number because it's just the most popular number in the YouTube space, in the entrepreneurial online income space. $10,000 a month is pretty reasonable. But I'm 15 years old. I don't need $10,000 a month. And my end goal with all this money is not to create generational wealth. I'm not trying to be a multi-billionaire. I'm just trying to have enough money to have the option to work. I want to have enough money to never work a day in my life. I want to have the money to retire everyone alive in my family. It's going to take a couple $1 million at least. If been really, inflation and shit like that, it's going to be $20, $30, $40 million revenue. Or not revenue, net profit or net. What's it fucking called? Net worth. I'm just going to be a multi-millionaire, basically. That's my goal. But if I'm 15 years old right now, I turned 15 back in December. So 15 years old and 5 months. 15 and a half. And I want to make $10,000 a month in 8 months because that's the end of 2023. Why do I need to make that amount of money in that short amount of time? Why is it that number? Why is it that time? Why am I confined? Why are my goals confined by what year it is? What the fuck? That's kind of that's pretty stupid. When I was real motivated, when I had real motivation to start up the dropshipping business. And I would watch these YouTube videos talking about dropshipping and how they got early success. I would tell my parents, I'm going to make $10,000 a month in 6 months. That was in November. And now it's middle of April. So that was all of November, all of December, all of January, all of February, all of March, and half of April. I have like 2 weeks left until that 6 month is over. And if I'm being 100% honest, I have lost about $70 in online income attempting dropshipping, because I would buy products, they wouldn't work, and I would just like fucking waste them, or not waste the products, I would waste the money on the products that I don't use. And I've made $200, $300 in revenue, $225 in revenue total in 6 days or 7 days off of 6 sales. I made that much revenue. And I got like a video went viral. I think I have an accumulation of 2 to 3 million views on TikTok. And a video hit like 1.8 million at its peak views. And I got 6 sales. Out of 2 million views, I had 6 sales. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people went to my site. I got 6 sales. That was off of one product. And it was like this kind of phone lock box, which is where you put your phone inside and you set a time and it locks it and you can't unlock it. And my whole marketing idea was talking about discipline and motivation and, the daily routine and how you can't be distracted and how you're not supposed to multitask and how you're not supposed to check your phone while you're working out and how you're not supposed to wake up and check your phone and go to bed with your phone. And this product will solve that for you. But out of the 2 million people that saw those TikTok videos, 6 people bought from me. There was also a problem. Okay, Dad. I'll be out in 10 minutes. Dad just called me over for dinner. There was a problem with my Shopify store where I could only ship out to people who were living in America. And I think about... I don't know how many people went to my site that were American, but I knew damn well I missed out on a couple of sales because the majority of the people that were going to my site were not from America. So I missed out on some money, but that was a mistake on my part. After the dropshipping shit, I genuinely I fell in this fucking rut, dude. My acne got worse. I have made 0 fucking money online, bro. It's like, imagine you give a kid like me 5 months to make as much money online as possible, while also, going to the gym and getting 8 hours of sleep, talking to his family, not being a loser, not jacking off. 5 months. Your goal, make as much money as you fucking can. And you've made 0. Because that's been my goal, bro. Like, my number one goal for as long as I can remember, for like the past fucking... This side rant. I remember in 8th grade where I was sentenced to after school detention. I was held in there until like 5 p.m. And it was a long time ago. It was like more than a year ago. And I would think to myself, how much money do you make? Like the person who sentenced me, the vice principal, how much money do you make? Like, I'm going to make more than you. The fuck are you doing sending me to detention? I was mad. Like, oh my God. I'm going to be rich. And that was just my mentality. Like, my main goal, my main focus, my main motivator was just making money for like the longest I could fucking remember. And I've gone 5 months and I made $0. And that was my main thing, bro. My main thing. Another thing is back in late October, I made my first YouTube video on this YouTube channel. I had all of November, all of December, all of January, all of February, all of March, and half of April. I had 5.5 months. I've put out 50 videos. And I have 43 subscribers. An accumulation of, I think, about 1,000, 2,000 views. My average watch duration for these videos is, I think, 1.5 minutes. So people click off at an average of 1.5 minutes later after the video's already been playing, which is pretty shit. And I have 16 hours of watch time. So if you take all of the views and you played it, and whenever someone would click off, you'd go on to another view, my content has only been played for a total of 16 hours. When I woke up in the morning to where I am now, is all my content has been played. From all of the views. Oh my god. Fuck. That's crazy. You know, I don't think that's true, actually. I think it was from the last 28 days. No. Yeah. Has to be, right? The last 28 days. 16 hours. I've gotten 1,000 views in the last 28 days. Out of those 1,000 views, 16 hours of watch time. It was just like, dropshipping fucking failed at it. YouTube, I'm failing at it. No, I'm not failing at YouTube. It's just that YouTube, I'm not getting a lot of fucking momentum. And that's because I'm not taking it serious, obviously, because I just spent an hour on TikTok. Yeah, mama. Okay, I'll be out in 5 minutes. Mom just called me for dinner. They're not having dinner right now, but they want me to eat. They're not, like, it's not like everyone's gathered around a table and I have to show up. Because if that was the case, I would obviously fucking stop recording and go and eat with my family. But it's just something that my dad made for me, is spaghetti with fucking steak. Very grateful for my parents. My parents are actually real supportive. But again, the video is talking about complacency and you need to be under pressure. I'm not under pressure because I don't feel, I need to create pressure for myself so that I can get on my shit. And complacency is because gym is a routine for me. I'm not training as hard in the gym because I'm relying on my future self to stop being a bitch and train hard finally. But I am now my future self, and I'm still being a bitch in the gym, and I'm not training as hard as I should be, or not as I should be. I'm not training as hard as I think I can train. My family's a little loud, sorry about that. Fuck, and I need to read my books. I do not care about school for shit. I'm not talking about books in school. I'm talking about books like the $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi and Dot-Com Secrets by Russell Brunson. And I've also half-assed reading, never finished. Didn't really take that serious. And I also need to finish How to Influence People. I also need to finish The 4-Hour Workweek. And it's like I read like a third or a fourth of the book, and I buy another one, or maybe I buy one, and while it's coming here, I buy another one on my Kindle, and I bought a $100 Kindle, but I didn't buy it. I asked my Uncle Jose to buy it. But fuck, this is just like a whole ass rant going on. I'm not even gonna post this. Probably. Maybe in the future. Hi, future self. I'm successful as fuck, but this is my life after 5 months of dedicating everything that I'm not dedicating for shit. After 5 months of my main focus being making money, I've made $0 fucking dollars because I've been fucking around. Dude, you see these fucking posters on my wall? It doesn't matter what they say. It's just reminders of myself to get on my shit. Fuck, one is even on my ceiling too. Made $0. My YouTube channel, which has been the main focus, because that's how I'm gonna get the money. I have 40 fucking subscribers after 5.5 months of uploading, which is like 50 videos. That's like 2.5 videos a week, which is pretty shitty. And I'm slouched over right now. My body fat percentage is pretty high. And my submental zone is pretty weak. And, oh man, it's just like I've tried to implement so many things. And I know I'm going to quit eventually. Like, implementing cold showers, I stopped doing that. Implementing neck exercises, I dabbled into it just like for a day or 2 days. I just did like 10 minutes. Not even that. For a day, I did 3 minutes of neck exercises and then I stopped. So I dabbled into it. Tried to implement. What else did I try and implement? Boxing. I boxed for 2-3 sessions in the past 6 months. Running is also another thing I tried to do. I ran 2 times in 2 days. I did a mile one day, and then I think I did 3 miles 2 days after that. I don't know. I tried a bunch of shit. I just haven't really been sticking to it. My mental health is pretty good. I wouldn't say my mental health is bad. I also want to learn Spanish. I've dabbled into that. Meaning dabbled, I have for one day watched 2 YouTube videos and wrote down less than a page of notes for less than an hour. I haven't really been serious about that. Reading, I read during school time. But what's going to save me is getting out of school and going into online school. Because I'm not going to have anything to do but make some fucking money. 10 hours of my day has been saved, bro. 2024 is my year. I'm gonna have a car. Probably not, because I'm gonna have to wait the 6 months and I'm gonna do the registration, all that bullshit. Probably not gonna have a car. I'm probably gonna have clear skin. I'm probably gonna have a better body. I said I'm probably gonna have some money, but I don't even know about that, bro. It's like 8 months time. 7 months. Fuck. April 8. What is it? April 19. 7.5 months of time to have some significant amount of money. I said, bro, oh my god. I said $10,000 a month in revenue is probably a realistic goal by the end of this year. But I don't know about that. I don't even know about $1,000 a month. Bro, I wrote down $100,000 a month in revenue by December of 2023. Damn. Because Hamza told me to 10x my goals, and my original realistic goal was $10,000 a month, and now that's my actual goal. And my more realistic goal is $1,000 a month. Fuck. You know, whoever's watching this, I'm probably already successful. But I'm just giving you the average day of Marcus Blake in 2023. Mid 2023. You need some pressure. I need some fucking pressure. I need some real fucking pressure.